Hi there, beautiful soul. Hey, my name is Daniel, and I'd like to talk about healing from chronic fatigue syndrome, or MECFS. And things are really kicking off at my website. I've got a recovery program, and it's been really busy there lately. And thank you as well for all the coaching sessions. And one particular session that I've had multiple times with multiple people, and it always goes more or less the same thing. And I thought I'd like to share this with you. So, first of all, on my website, I've talked about pacing in the recovery program. So if you are not aware of that, check it out, please. And then further on in the program, it goes about coping mechanisms, coping strategies, which are always based on the fight or flight mechanism of the nervous system. So, there is something that is unwanted for you, and you feel like you need to do a certain type of behavior, which is fight, flight, or hide from these internal feelings or situation that you are finding yourself in. So this is the stress mode of the nervous system, and from there on, you really can't heal. You need to be calm and peacefully in order to be able to access the rest and digest mode, and from there on you can build up some of your energy. So this is very basic, and therefore sometimes it's easily overlooked. So I don't judge you, because I've done it exactly the same thing myself. But if you're bedbound, bedridden, or spending most of your time in bed, unable to walk, completely drained, completely stressed out, and I've been there, so I understand. But what comes the easiest thing if you want to escape from that situation in that moment? How would you like to use your fight or flight mechanism to escape from that? And most of you, and sometimes I do it still myself, is the smartphone. And some people who I speak, they're online on their phone for like 10 hours a day. I'm like, oh my God. So then we get in a conversation about it, and then I just in the end, I ask people, and I've had this conversation so often right now. Just stop it. Stop the phone. Because if you're not engaging in the fight or flight coping mechanisms, then you can actually calm down. So, but you might feel then like, whoa, do I really have to lay in bed waiting for the day to pass on my own? And yes. And it might take you 2 or 3 hours before you notice that you actually calm down. Before you actually notice that you were very, very stressed. And, if you feel stressed, then please go rest. It's a rhyme. I just invented it. So, after you have rested and you really calm down, you feel like a switch is there, and you enter the rest and digest mode. And the more you walk that path with neuroplasticity as well, the easier it gets. But from there on, you can actually build yourself up, and you can do more. So let's say in pacing that being on your mobile phone while you're exhausted costs you 1.5 points per 15 minutes. So that means 6 points per hour, 10 hours, that's 60 points. That is insane. So let's say you're doing that and you stop it all of a sudden, and you notice that you can actually build yourself up, and you don't have to drain your completely self out with the energies from, it's such an energy of lack and more, and the fight or flight energy. It's exhausting. So if you have that 60 energy points, and you don't have to spend it on the mobile phone, and let's say you only spend 20 points of that, because it's quite a lot actually, maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but maybe if you use half of that energy or a third of that energy for actually something constructive in the real world, like whatever it is, maybe go for a walk. And of course you need to build yourself up with pacing. You can't expect to go walking for an hour out of nothing. But you actually find out that this is the moment where you start improving. And this is just one of the habits that I use in my recovery program. Just one. Imagine if you do all the others. It's like 40 or 50 of them. how much hacks you can have to deal with your situation. And if you do not believe me, I mean, you don't have to buy a coaching session with me to get this advice. Just try it. Try it for a week. Try it for 2 weeks. And let me know the result. I'll be very happy. Just email me from my website. Send me a message, please. Or write it in the comments. How did you feel? So, yeah, that's actually great. Write it in the comments so everybody below who is after you in this video can read it. How does it make you feel? It's really calmness. Most people also, they find me in a crash. They're so desperately trying to fight or flight from being in a crash that they find me, and it's just go offline. Never do that again. Never look for solutions from that place. It's not going to be helpful. It's stress in the end. So although I'm happy that you find me and I'm honest enough to tell you what you're doing, I think it's better that you just calm down. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and take care. See you later.